Hey guys, are you coming out to the Philippines soon? Well, there are some new steps that have been added, so stick around and find out. Okay guys, so there are new things that have come out that you have to do to come out to the Philippines. Today is the official day of reopening, February 10th. So big party. I thought it would never happen. It's here. I'm anxious to talk to people who have made the journey out. Once that happens, I've got a few friends, a lot of friends coming out, and I'm going to talk to them and see what their experience is. But I want to share some information and just want to make sure that you follow these correct steps if you're coming out to the Philippines. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, so Philippines reopens for fully vaccinated tourists from around the world without quarantine starting today, February 10th. So here are the qualifications. Here's what you need to know. 157 visa-free countries are able to come to the Philippines. You must be fully vaccinated. Has to be at least 14 days after having received the second dose in a two-dose vaccine, or the single dose, which would be like the Johnson & Johnson. That has to be WHO or CDC. And I guess there are some websites that you can go to get the digital version of that as well. Somebody can comment down below if they have that information. You must have a negative PCR test within 48 hours of departure at the first point in your continuous journey to the Philippines, where you do not leave the airport premises at any transit points. Have to hold a passport valid for at least 6 months, meaning there must be at least 6 months of validity left on your passport. Valid tickets for their return journey to their port of origin or next port of destination. Here's what I tell you. If this is a one-way trip for you, then go onward to onwardticket.com and purchase a throwaway ticket. That ticket's got to be within 48 hours of departing and boarding on your plane, because it's a real ticket with your name on it and everything. You're basically just using it and reserving it for 48 hours and then it expires. Okay. You have to have travel insurance. The one I use personally that I recommend is listed down below. It covers COVID-19 treatment costs with a minimum coverage of $35,000, valid for the duration of their stay in the Philippines. Now, what happens after that, I don't know. I don't know if you probably aren't going to be, if you're extending past 30 days, you probably don't need to show the Bureau of Immigration. Nobody that I know who has extended in the Bureau of Immigration has been asked about any kind of insurance. And you have to install the contact tracing app on their personal device before darting to the Philippines. That's new. TRAZE, Trace app. Okay. Now, the other thing is once you have your insurance, your airplane tickets, once you've done the negative PCR test within 48 hours of departure, you then have to go to One Health Pass for the Philippines and upload all this stuff and have that for your trip. No on-arrival testing is required, with passengers able to continue the journey to other parts of the Philippines on domestic flights to reach their final destination. Self monitoring is what they are calling this. Okay. So the vaccine, we already talked about that. World Health Organization, VaxCert PH, which would only be if you were actually in the Philippines and got your vaccination. Other proof of the IATF. So that is basically it. Now, expensive flights are happening right now. A lot of people are starting to get cheaper flights. As more and more flights are added and more people are coming out, you'll see these flights start to come down. Now, one last thing is I wanted to mention that the Cebu governor actually came out and said Cebu wants to be able to open up to unvaccinated tourists. Now, I think this is just a lot of talk. I really don't see the IATF approving that, not anytime soon. I don't think that will happen, at least for this year anyway. So let's see what happens, but that's what you need. So just a brief summary again of what you need. Okay. So you get your airplane ticket. 48 hours before departure, you get your negative PCR test. You get your travel insurance of at least $35,000. The one I personally use, the one I recommend that a lot of people are getting, is listed down below in the description, also in the comments, pinned comment. You upload all that to One Health Pass. You also have to download the Trace app, TRAZE. You must download that app. That's new. If this is a one-way trip out to the Philippines, then you need to have a ticket showing that you're leaving, either just a cheap throwaway ticket going to another country, or you can go to onwardticket.com and purchase one. You know, that's just basically a rental ticket. And that's it, guys. So any questions, comments, just a real quick video. I just wanted to put out the latest information of what is needed, because Philippines is open. It is officially open as of today. Hallelujah. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. See you guys next time.